Okay, let's clear the air, yeah, let's state some facts. Numb Void was the truth, but it all got deeper than that. I was hella depressed on track 6, thinking back, just so blindly in love in a trap. The old me would've dropped 007, but how you abuse my love and play me out like Tekken. You ain't respect me like that night in the car, you forget. Laying hands and I ain't talking about no praying. Meanwhile, I stayed down, still believing in love, still just dreaming of us. I ain't see what it was. All you really had to do was keep it real as the buck. I guess it's asking too much. I heard that love ain't enough, but I digress. Cause I know I got problems myself, hella possessive. Couldn't leave you around with nobody else. Bouts of depression, but I couldn't simply ask for some help. So instead of just talking about it, we were dancing in hell. Damn. It's true, communication is key. I was trying to work it out, but you were ready to leave. You told everybody, one exception was me. I've been heartbroken before, you should've kept it a G. But me, I ain't tripping, another day, another lesson. Had to clear my mind and realize this life is a blessing. Now I'm getting everything you almost stopped me from getting. I hope you're happy, wish you well, I know you lost some attention. So, I got nothing to lose. And you blame all your issues on consumption of booze. If you search a little deeper, that's just half of the truth. Or maybe I'm selling lies, yeah, I imagine this too. And this here ain't a diss. I'm just finally at a place where all my feelings exist. Probably love you forever, that's the ultimate twist. Hope you realize the difference between a hit and a miss. Committed, never forget it. You can never say that I wasn't committed. Never forget it. I know you gon' find it hard to admit it. Never forget it. You can never say that I wasn't committed. Never forget it.
SWB Radio. I am joined by the wonderful, talented Bandit. What's going on? That track you were just listening to was her track. You have a very melodic, smooth type of like. Thank you. Yes, like kind of, you know, chill voice.
Everything comes from poetry. Just like you were saying, you know, that's how I started writing poetry when I was young, and I just
bring this a little closer.
And I just, you know, kind of flipped it, turning into what fits me, my style.
So how long have you been writing? Like, when did you start writing poetry?
As soon as I could write, you know. This has been that way years. I'm not going to give my age, but many years.
Many moons.
Yes.
Many moons you've been writing poetry.
Yes, for
so
sure.
How did you start writing, though? Like, was it just like a passion or something that came naturally, or did you like...
I grew up in a house where music was always present, you know. We were always listening to music, and I guess I've been told that since I left the womb, I've just been expressive. So I guess as soon as that translated to words, I decided to, you know, put it on paper. For me, that's what it's about. You know, you have to express yourself. You have to tell people how you feel, and that's how I do it.
Wow. Did you start like writing love poems or like? Well, matter of fact, tell me your first poem.
Yeah,
what was your first poem?
If I would have known, I could have brought some notebooks because I still have all my notebooks from when I was a kid. So I would say definitely love poems. For a small child, I was really going through it. I was going through it, like all love, all the time. That's definitely the basis of what I do. A lot of love songs, love everything.
Wow. Is it like happy love, or is it like a mixture of happy love and like I want to kill you love?
Depends, you know.
It depends on the mood.
Who we talking about, depends what we talking about. For me, it's real, you know. I talk about what I know, what I go through. That's all I can, you know, say and do, so.
Oh, that's awesome. I love love poems. I love stuff like that. But I love artists that are able to like put love into words, because I feel like sometimes love is so hard to explain, and a lot of people don't know what love is. You know what I'm saying? So to hear something and you be like, oh my God.
Right.
That's how I feel. Like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing about love, is that it's so different. It's different for different people, you know. So my love might not be the same as other people's, but it might also comfort those who might feel they don't have a voice, you know. For instance, Committed, the song you just heard, is
I hear is very expressive. You know, if you listen to it, it's very deep. It's all based on real shit. So, or, sorry.
No, you curse. Go ahead, say it. Shit, real shit. Sometimes you gotta just say shit, real shit.
So it's just because it might not be a positive subject matter doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a love song, you know? Because sometimes you have to express those negative feelings to understand the positive feelings behind it. So.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you personally.
Okay.
So Bandit, are you always wearing a mask? And please tell us why the mask, and like explain to me.
If I'm out in public doing any kind of appearances, shows, anything like that, I do have my mask on. For me, well, actually, anybody could really relate. As a woman in this industry, it's very difficult for people to look past how you look. And they put you in a box. You have to be on stage, half naked, dancing, whatever. Not throwing any shade. If that's your life, live it. I just want people to understand that you don't have to do it that way. So I wear the mask because I want people to hear what I have to say and not look at me.
Gotcha. But you can see you pretty as shit through the mask. I don't feel like it's like you're not hiding anything. Like
everybody says that. I'm like
you could tell. Like if you wanted to put on some booty shorts, you could. Like we would be like, okay, we will accept you. Like we will not be mad.
Note, in case I have a midlife crisis, I'll let y'all know.
No, but I totally get it. So whenever you're doing appearances and things like that. So when did this come about?
Well, when I first made my, like, I'm going to start doing this music thing for real, I was singing, and I was just using my real name, which is Ebony, and I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to use my real name, so I'm like, well, what can I do? And it came about just Bandit, you know, like, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to take it, you know, like, that's kind of the mentality about it, like, I'm going to have this is mine, you know, I want it. So I was like, Ebony, just keep the connection, put that together, and then naturally, just with me, I'm a real creative person. I like things to flow. I like to create a real image, so I'm like, Bandit, oh, that's perfect. Let me grab a mask, you know. So I wasn't wearing the mask full time at first, but then I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Is this the same mask, or do you switch them up?
This is my third mask, but I would say this is my main mask. Ever since I had this one, which I've had this mask for 3 or 4 years now, and I cannot let it go. I've thought about it, I've talked about it, but
do you have like a little case for it, or is it like in a drawer?
I do. I have like I have all my masks that I've ever had just together in a case. So.
Oh, that's so sweet. Right? Like I'm just like I could picture you just putting it in like.
Yes.
I'm resting you, my friend.
Yeah, they don't have names though. So
they don't have names. I'm surprised.
I know, right? Me too. I'm gonna have to go home and work on that.
Yeah. Like this is Lucretia.
Yeah, when I come back next time, I have names for y'all.
Exactly. Please do. Please have names for your mask. Sure. So let's talk about you transitioning from a poet to, and I want to say you're a lyricist. Yeah, to me, sure. I feel like you're a lyricist, sure. And then to writing. Like, how did you go from poetry to becoming a lyricist?
Honestly, to me, they go hand in hand.
Yes.
I mean, it all started with writing. So if anything, I transitioned into poetry, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a transition. You know, they come together. It all started just writing, just writing my feelings down. And it's like, growing up, when I grew up, there were female artists, obviously, female rappers, but I mean, they didn't give you the idea that it could be you up there, you know? Like, I grew up with, obviously, like, the Missy Elliott's, the Foxy Browns, the Lil' Kims, again, placed in this box. It's only a few of them, whereas you got tens and hundreds of men that I can name that I grew up with, you know? So, I think once I grew up a little more and I realized, oh, well, yeah, I can do this too, because why not? That's when I was like, okay, I'm going to be more vocal and get my writing off the paper and in the studio.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And then, so when did you start performing though?
I probably didn't start hitting the stage until 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Was it hard? Did you see, were you nervous?
Honestly, it's still hard. It's the hardest part for me because it's so intimate, you know, just getting on stage. Like, it's one thing for me to put my feelings out there for people, but to have to get on stage and show them, you know, like I can say it's a challenge, but the adrenaline is all worth it after you do it. And
yes, I listen because I performed a lot of times, and I know like it's one of the scariest feelings, but it feels so good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like sex. You know what I'm saying? You scared? No, it is though. I'm serious though.
True, though. You got all this anxiety.
Yeah, it's like I want to do, but it's like am I doing this right? You know what I'm saying? Like I see like, damn, did you like it?
Exactly.
Was it good?
How they feel?
I mean, like, did you feel something? Did you feel? I felt. Cause I thought I did a good job.
Right. Exactly. Real.
It's true though. It's really, really true. So do you have any like performances coming up? Anything that we, for people who want to stalk you?
For people who want to stalk me, I actually don't have too many performances lined up right now because I'm in a writing phase.
Okay.
Which means I'm working on new stuff. So I try to focus.
Yeah, of course.
Tunnel vision. So I have a couple little things. I don't have anything in this area right now, but I mean, if you want to,
it doesn't matter the area, New Jersey. Where is it?
I'll be performing in DC at the end of the month for an R&B showcase. And
are you singing?
No. I mean, I sing a little bit on a couple of my songs, but like I'm not I can't sing. I'm not singing.
Listen,
but,
you don't have to sing to be a singer. You just sing a little something.
You
don't gotta sing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't gotta.
Right, no runs, but I got a couple songs where keep a little tune.
All right. So, I haven't been to DC before,
really?
So yes.
I was living there before I moved up here. It's nice. It's
different.
It's just like a small. I mean, compared to here,
it's huge. But where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Roanoke, Virginia. So for those of you who don't know, that's like in the South Virginia. Really small place, but I love it.
Yeah, you like visiting, but that's why you moved away.
Exactly. I had to move away. I couldn't stay with the small town thing, but I carry them everywhere. So.
Oh, awesome. Is your family still there?
Most of my family, yes. My immediate family, my mom, my sister are actually in the DC area, so that's why I do a lot of work there. But yeah.
Awesome. So did you grow up, like you said, your mom and your sister, you only have a sister, or do you have
No, just one sister. Yeah, she does music too. You can look her up. MK Wits is a quick little plug. Yes.
So you guys were all like just entertaining together in the house.
My dad, he has a band. He does instruments and stuff. And like my mom, she was there introducing us to all, and I'm talking all music. I grew up in a household with my grandmother and my mother. So lucky for me, we got generations of music. So. And from different, not just R&B and hip hop, but just everything. And I think that's what truly makes an artist is when you let yourself listen to more than just one thing. You can't stay stagnant.
Exactly, onto one thing. And that's what I said. You need that eclectic type of personality in order for you to be a well-rounded artist. Because if you can't, I'm not judging anybody who only listens to one thing, but I don't know any amazing artist that only listens to one thing. Like I have this one close guy friend. He's a hardcore rapper, and he'd be like, "No, I listen to this. I listen to Metallica. I listen to," and I'm just like, "Yes, I like that."
You'd be so surprised, like what you actually resonate with. But that also, I think, goes back to like just how music is today. There's a lot of people don't care as much about lyricality, and for me, that's what's most important. Like, what are you saying? When you have this music industry that's saturated with a lot of just nonsense, it's just the same thing repetitive over and over again. You're not getting anything new. So you have to especially look back to old school music. Listen to music from the 90s, the 80s, the 60s. All these time,
Listen, I'll put on some Cranberries in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Okay. Wrapped around your finger. I'm like, oh my God. Melissa Etheridge, oh my God.
You are not lying.
Listen, I was literally in the house screaming Melissa Etheridge, cooking. Listen, I love it. So what's the type of music that you listen to?
Honestly, I mostly listen to R&B like that because I feel like R&B is the mother of just like music.
Everything.
And when I say R&B, I'm including like soul and just like anything with like feeling. Like I'm a softie. I love to feel and I love emotions. I think people need to get back to feeling and empathizing and sympathizing and loving and just let the drugs chill a little bit. They numb you. Allow yourself to feel. It's a lot better that way.
That's true. I totally agree. That's so deep. Stop letting the drugs numb you, okay? It's true. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who are emotionalists, and I feel like, you know, now, because we're living in an age where people are so afraid to get hurt.
Exactly.
Everybody's afraid to get hurt, and you can't be afraid. You just gotta do it. Like, you just gotta throw yourself out there, because you're not gonna live. You're not gonna live your life fully without being hurt. Hurt is a part of being alive.
You're not even gonna know what it feels like to feel good if you don't. You cannot have good without bad. That's what I try to get people to see. So
I totally agree when I tell you. So listen, where can people stalk you? Where can people find you?
You can follow me.
Stalking
on Instagram. That's A is Bandit. AYY is Bandit. YouTube. Just search E Bandit. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. E Bandit.
She poppin'?
The Chick in the Mask, you can search that as well. Any of these
really? The Chick in the Mask will pop up?
Yeah, I have that trademark, so yeah. It
will. I love it.
Yes. So, just follow me, find me.
Dope. So listen, we have another track from her. All right, what track do we have? Ooh.
I just released a video for this one.
Really? So please tell me about Temporary Thrills.
Temporary Thrills. So actually, Committed and Temporary Thrills are part of a 2-track EP that I just released called A Thin Line. And they're basically just songs about, after a breakup, when you're kind of going through your feelings and you're not really ready for something new, but you don't really want to be where you were. And so Temporary Thrills is kind of about that. It's, okay, I like you, but we both know this is not gonna last because I'm still stuck on my ex and I'm not trying to rebound. So,
like, what we gonna do? Yeah. Like, but I like being around you.
Exactly.
But we know
we can have fun.
I ain't shit right now.
Just for now. Exactly.
I can't help you for nothing right now. But we can have fun.
Right.
Temporary Thrill. Yes. All right, listen. SWB Radio with E Bandit. We're about to get into Temporary Thrills. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Poetry Page. We'll be right back, guys.
Different women like every single weekend. Can't forget about the DMs. All these women calling, man, I swear I must be dreaming. So tell me what's the reason. We ain't even together, but it's feeling like I'm creeping. It's feeling like I'm cheating. Many temporary thrills got me geeking. I tell them, don't fall for me. We just having fun, that's about all that we finna get into. Put her on pause if she gets sentimental. It's really quite simple. My ex still fucking with my mental. So finding new love would be very detrimental. But you can chill with me, baby, that's a win too. Smoke a blunt, make love, what you into. We can have a ball, get a little sinful. Shit, I won't never judge, bring a friend, boo. Yeah, bring a friend, ooh. Nah, I don't do drugs, but do you? I'm a super Patron, got some hint too. We could do it all again, but that's the end, boo. We could do it all again, but then it ends deuces. I ain't trying to be nothing but a friend. Temporary thrills. It's just temporary thrills. So she's single and mingling, texting different numbers like every single weekend. Can't forget about the DMs. All these women calling, gotta change your number frequent. So tell me what's the reason. We ain't even together, but it's feeling like she creeping. It's feeling like she cheating. Man, these temporary thrills got her geeking. She done got her life right, she a vegan. Just setting with the girls, need a visa. All these bitches in her face got her cheesing. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo for the pleasing. Yeah, but I know they ain't hitting it right. Cause she still be hitting my line, but she don't wanna talk about it, so neither do I. She gon' pour that glass of wine and get it out of her mind. She gon' work a magic for a hell of a time. Maybe twerk it out, what a hell of a night. Hit a line the next day, damn the call was declined. They was falling in love, she just living a life. Said they was falling in love, but she was living a life. They was falling in love with them temporary thrills. Hey.